600 feet, keep left at the fork to continue on I-96 East. Follow signs for Detroit. Keep left at the fork to continue on I-96 East.
What up, y'all?
Continue for 10 miles.
What up, y'all? Every now and then y'all gonna hear the GPS because it's taking me a different way to work. But hopefully everybody's straight. Hopefully everybody good this evening. I know I'm scruff my gruff, but I just wanted to wait till Friday to get a cut before it's time to go. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to wait. Because vacation was on Saturday. I just want to wait till Friday. But anyway, ignore that. We'll be back to normal in a minute. But I came across an article today. 15,000 Meditech employees are supposed to lose out of work. I think they said over 10,000 will be laid off. And 5,000 jobs are supposed to close. I saw this in the New York Times. I kind of just wanted to get my thoughts on it. 15,000 Meditech employees going to lose their jobs. You know what? This is why when I hear them talk about like AI nursing, you know what I'm saying, or like robotic nursing and stuff like that, I don't think it's ever going. I mean, maybe 50, 80 years, 100 years from now. Maybe, but in the near future, I really can't see modern medicine. I know they do like robotic surgery and all that kind of stuff, like they use the robots to assist with surgery, but nursing is a lot more than just maneuvering robotic arms and taking things out and all that kind of stuff. That's not what nursing is. You know what I'm saying? And it just, like, that just kind of reminded me of that because I heard some people talk about they're worried about, you know, AI nursing and robots and all that kind of stuff taking their spots. My first thought was, well, a lot of y'all don't even like to work now. So, I mean, if a robot did take your spot, what difference would it make? But, I highly doubt it because, like I said, bedside, when it comes to bedside, it just takes more than that. But if that was to come into fruition, I don't see it happening for like years down the line, like decades. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully by that time, I'll be good and retired. But yeah, 15,000 people are scheduled to lose work. And this is like, I don't know, I'm not a tech guy, but from what I've been told, I've always been led to believe that working in tech was always a secure field. You know what I'm saying? Like, and maybe it's just meta. You know, Facebook. You know, because Zuckerberg made that announcement. But that's 13% of, according to the article, that's 13% of their workforce. So, if big companies like Facebook are laying off employees like that, I'm just wondering what's going to happen to the rest of them, to the rest of the tech companies and everything like that, because and like I said, I'm not a financial analyst, you know what I'm saying, I'm not a economist, I'm just, a nurse with an opinion, and, to ask questions, and I just be wondering about things like that, like, so 15,000 people, what are they supposed to do? What are they supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? This is why, nursing, man, like I be trying to tell cats, yes, it got its issues, but the one thing you ain't gotta worry about, at least for the near future, is trying to find no job. That I can tell you. You don't have to worry about that. I was at my orientation today, and I thought I was going to be good thought it was gonna be an hour and I'm out. Now it wasn't as long as I thought it was. It was like 2.5 hours, 3 hours max. But it was cool. And so I was so happy. So I was actually in Orient. See, this was low key like a red flag to me because I was in orientation with the infection control nurse and the DON, the new DON. I was like, oh boy. I was like, oh man, I was in orientation. How you gonna be in orientation with the infection control nurse and the DON? But I ain't tripping. It is what it is. But what I do know, I am excited though because I get to learn new things because I get to work with vents and chest tubes. I've never gotten to experience that, so that'll be another thing that I get to add on to my resume, in my arsenal. So at that place, I get to work with the respiratory therapist, and they show you how to work with the chest tubes, and they show you how to monitor, and what things to look for when things are starting to go left and all that kind of stuff. So that's something that I am looking forward to as far as working there. But the best part, ladies and gentlemen, is that as a contingent employee, guess how many days I am required to work as a contingent employee? I am only required to work 1 day out the month. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. But your boy don't work way more than that. But 1 day, that's all I'm required. But when we was going through the orientation, we was going through the rundown, she was like, but you don't get any holiday pay. I said, that's fine. I won't work holiday. You know what I'm saying? She's like, you don't get any benefits and all that kind of stuff. But if you ever want to switch over to full time at any moment, you're more than welcome to. And I'm like, okay, I appreciate that. Can you work while going to RN school? Yeah, some people do. Some people do work while going to RN school. I'm sure a lot of people do. It's doable. You just gotta, you gotta have your stuff together. You gotta have your ish trump tight. I feel like some people do it with no problem. Some people have all the problems in the world. It depends on you as the person that's going. It just really depends on you as the person that's going. But when I go to RN school, like I'm still debating if I want to go this fall or if I want to wait a little while, stack some more cash, and not go to school and not work at all and be comfortable, because I had that option. Because for me, RN school is a priority, but it's not my first. It's not. My first priority is to stack up as much money as I can, so when I do go, I'll be comfortable. You know what I'm saying? I'm not missing out on anything. And because at this point, I'm all about ease and comfort. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you at a point to where you can make your life as easy as possible. Along with the things that just come with life. Life, and of course, everything don't always go according to plan. Trust me, they don't. And with nursing, you'll find that out very quickly. That things do not always go according to plan, but you just roll with the punches and you try to put the odds in your favor.
In half a mile, keep left at the fork to continue on I-96 Express Jeffries Freeway.
But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, but I'm debating if I want to go back in the fall or not. And
keep left at the fork to continue on I-96 Express.
Clock 200K working 5 days a week as an RN. I feel you, Peter, man. Like I'm with all that, I'm with all that, bro. But like I said, man, and I'm gonna get mine eventually. It's just I've been reassessing a lot of priorities in life, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna get mine. I'm just not. It's not my first priority. It's not on my, it's not on my list. And like I said, it's on my list, but it's just not my first priority. My first priority It's to stack cash. You know what I'm saying? Invest in my business, work hard on my business, and then, go back. But I could go this fall. I could go anytime I want. It's just, it's going at the most convenient time for me, because you get hella. That is one of the cons about being an LPN. I will say that. You know what I'm saying? I'm at the border working as an MP with all these illegal immigrants. I couldn't read the whole thing. I'm gonna read it. When I can. But yeah, that's one of the cons about being an LPN first, because you do. I will never say it's a trap. It's not a trap, because some people get their LPN and they go straight back. So let me just be very transparent. But you feel like you're good, and then you start to understand that when you start to find out that when you first, not later, but when you first get in the hospital, at least in Michigan, you won't be making as much, and you might even make less. But that's at first. That's once you get your experience and all that kind of stuff. But it just depends on what your goals are. You know what I'm saying? Are you going to stream your trip? Yeah, I will. I'm gonna try to live stream while I'm gone, but I will vlog it. I'm gonna vlog the whole trip. You know what I'm saying? I will put part of the vlog on this channel and on my travel channel, the Traveling Heartbeats. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to that channel. The Traveling Heartbeats, like the whole vlog will be on there, and then the cruise and everything from just my point of view. Some of it will be on here, but I'm definitely gonna probably stream live from the cruise ship, most definitely. But like I said, one day a month is when I'm required to work, and then it's just like they got hella hours, and that's what I'm with. I'm trying to get in that thing like a thief in the night. Internet on a cruise ship. Internet is great. We really don't, it's like my 13th, 14th cruise. So like, we've never had an issue really on a cruise ship with the internet. Only time we really had an issue where it was super bad was like 2 years ago, or like a year. Yeah, I think like it was a New Year's cruise, and it was just bad on Carnival. But other than that, like every time we go on Royal, smooth. Celebrity, smooth. So we going on Celebrity, and y'all hit my like button too. But we going on Celebrity, so they internet be straight. I ain't never had an issue with uploading. You know what I'm saying? Like I never had an issue. But yeah, take y'all a cruise, man. Definitely take y'all a nice little cruise, because it's gonna change the way you look at vacation. You dig? It's gonna change the way you look at vacation, man, for real. But like I said, with the text, man, like that's sad, bro. That's sad, and I see a lot of people losing their jobs. You know what I'm saying? Amazon, they was laying off people. Netflix was laying off a lot of people. You dig? Like, there was a lot of people losing their jobs, and I'm just like, bro, it's crazy. And that's why I'm saying, like, I always keep CJ trying to start with 100K. Bro, listen, bro. I'm sure you can start. I mean, look, your first year, I'm sure you can. If I can make 100K as an LPN in the first year, I know I can make it as an RN. It's just, it's a whole different ball game, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like I'm really starting to learn what matters in life. Like, yes, making a lot of money is good, but I know plenty of people that make $200,000 and some odd $1,000 a year, but they broke. And like I said, it's not even like because when I talk to some of these MPs and these RN, like even I was talking when I was on my New Year. Speaking of that, I had met a doctor that was from Michigan, and I had told him my travel schedule and everything like that. He was like, bro, He said, I'm a doctor. You know what I'm saying? He said, no disrespect to you. He said, I'm a doctor, and I don't move like you move because I'm in so much debt. You know what I'm saying? And not saying that all nurses who make that money is in debt. There's some nurses that's balling. But he was just talking to me from his perspective. Bro, I'm going to tell you something. Last night, when I was watching, my videos, like my cruise videos, and when I was watching the cruise ships, about the new cruise ships and everything like that, it's not many things where I get that excited about. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I done been on a bunch of cruises, and it feel new to me every time. You dig? Like, it feel new to me every time. It's just a feeling. It's just a feeling that you don't really get from a lot of, at least for me. Very few things bring me like, man, I can't wait. Like on Christmas, give you that Christmas feeling. I be like, the day before the cruise, I may not show it, but I be like a kid waiting on Christmas.
In half a mile, keep left to stay on I-96 East.
So, that's where I be at with it. Like, I be on some other stuff, and then I have to weigh that with what matters to me most, And like I said, I'm definitely going to get my RN, if anything, to get into a position to where I'm
keep left to stay on I-96 East.
Remote. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be from a cruise ship or wherever, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna get that RN for sure. It's just I'm gonna do it on my terms, like, and when it's most convenient. I'm gonna have a good amount in the bank. Probably not gonna work.
In half a mile, use the second from the right lane to take exit 190A for I-94 East toward Port Huron.
Because here's the thing, I don't hate being a floor nurse in long-term care. And in long-term care, I'm eating right now. I'm straight. I'm eating right now at long-term. I'm not.
Use the second from the right lane to take exit 190A, then keep left at the fork.
If your educational goals was to get that RN, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's kind of like a
keep left at the fork
first, because if you like me and you a dreamer like me, oh shit. If you a dreamer like
continue
me,
on I-94 East for 15 miles.
You start making good money, you be like, all right, cool. Let me put this up, and then let me start focusing on my real goals. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I be telling people, like, when I can make $6,000 a month just off like my travel vlogs and selling merch and all that kind of stuff alone, I'm done with nursing. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm done. I'm retired. Like, I'm done when I can make $6,000 a month just off what I really like. Because one thing I've realized is that you have to work really hard at anything you do, and even to get to the point where you making $6,000 or $7,000 or $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 a month off a passion that you really enjoy, that still takes hard work, extremely hard work. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go on the vacations, you gotta vlog the vacations, you gotta edit the videos, you gotta, you know what I'm saying, you gotta promote, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta do live streams. Like, it's a lot that go into it, and people think it's just easy to get 100,000, 200,000 subscribers. No, that take work. But here's the thing, though. I love traveling. I love cruising. Like, that is my passion. So it don't feel like work. I didn't understand what that meant until I came across that. I didn't understand what that meant. People always used to say, when you passionate about something, it don't feel like work. That's facts. That's true facts. Like, it don't feel like work. You know what I'm saying? Nursing feels like work to me, but it's necessary, and I don't hate it. You know what I'm saying? I actually enjoy it, but it still feel like work. But when I'm vlogging my cruises, and when I'm editing these videos, and when I'm stacking money, saving money, then put money towards my cruises and all that kind of stuff, that's the part that gets me through it, that gets me through it, because I already know what's coming. I already know what the hard work I'm about to put into a passion. Like, I'm gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? It's travel vloggers out there making millions of dollars, bro. You know what I'm saying? That be getting their trip sponsored and all that kind of stuff. And that's the crazy thing. Once you build a big enough following, These places will pay you to come to them. You know what I'm saying? So like that's like my focus. But again, like education is still very important. And the good thing about being an LPN is that you can really move how you want to move. Rather I take a route to where I do it online. Rather, I decide to be in a classroom. Whenever I decide to do it, I can do it. I still have the option. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be trying to tell the young dudes, man, it's 14 of y'all in here, hit my like button, please. I be trying to tell the young dudes, like, man, I promise y'all I am not anti-kids. I'm not. But I'm just trying to say these young cats, like, bro, when you got no kids and stuff like that, and you got your money right, y'all don't understand how much the world is literally yours, especially if you're single. If you a single young guy, get into it, and even with the ladies too. Like if you a single young guy or young lady, and you got your bread right, the world is like, oh my God, bro. The world is yours. It's literally yours, and people. But see, here's the thing: people will try to put their insecurities on you. You know what I'm saying? And it's good, like especially in long-term care, like people good for that. They'll be like if they actually, and that's why I say, move in silence. But if you're gonna participate in conversation, okay, so be it. When people start asking you about your goals, and you state your goals, don't let nobody else's thoughts influence how you feel. That's why I'd rather just keep quiet, because it's really nothing to debate. You know what I'm saying? It's LPNs, some LPNs, not all, but it's some LPNs that come to work every day that hate being an LPN. They feel like once they become an RN, they'll be fulfilled. And I never knock that. You know what I'm saying? It's people that feel like being a DON will fulfill them. I'm not knocking that. Whatever floats your boat. That don't fulfill me at all. Being a unit manager would never fulfill me at all. I truly believe some people are just born to do certain things. I am not no DON type of dude at all. Like, hell no. Y'all can keep that. But I'm not knocking it, because you need good DONs, for real, because it's a lot of people that feel like me, that don't want to touch being a DON, that don't want to touch being a unit manager. That's in and that's out. I'm an in and out nurse. You dig what I'm saying? Don't call me when I'm off the clock. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to, and that's crazy too, because the DON, she was like, the DON in the interview with me, well, not in the interview, but in the orientation with me, she was like, she told the person who was running the orientation, she was like, yeah, I don't know, I don't want to be called like that all night, all day and all night. I said, oh boy. Bruh, them doctors, we calling them at like 3:30. Like some nurses be calling them for dumb shit, I ain't gonna lie. But they be sounding mad in them, even when it's for something important. Yeah, but you knew the job was dangerous before you took it. This is what you do. You chose to do that, not me. So that's why I be like, well, shit. I mean, what you want? I don't know what to tell you, player. I don't know what to tell them. But that's why I be trying to tell people, like, y'all better get in this nurse game. Yeah, the block is hot with it's hot right now. But with the Florida nurses and them they get rid of the fake nurses, man. I better get in the game, stop playing, and make you some money, stack you some bread. You never know what could happen. Shoot, they keep Chandler Park looking nice. I ain't gonna cap. The grass a little brown, but it's winter time. But I ain't been in this side of town in a minute. For those of y'all who from the east side of Detroit, shout out to Chandler Park. But yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know, bro. My mentality just be so different though. But I want to shout out to all the nurse bag chasers out there that's really, advancing, trying to get that paper. I'm out here kidding right now. I'm ready to go out with the wolves, man. That's why I know, like, that's why I'm really about to focus more towards entrepreneurship, because that whole telling me what to do when I'm asking to be out, I got a taste of the good life. I can't go back, y'all. It's like unseeing. It's like you can't unsee it. It's just like when we get like on a balcony. It's hard. I will never recommend. Listen. For those of you who do like traveling, I would not start off with a balcony, and here's why. Unless you just about that life, it is very hard to go back to a regular, like a window room, or it's hard to go back to like interiors. You know, come on, man, what y'all doing? It's difficult because the balcony is so dope, and I know, you know, different strokes for different folks, but the balcony is so fly. It's hard to go back, bro. It's hard to go back. And people be like, you know, that's why you need to fly first class, because you do, you know, you get used to flying first class. What cruise line do you recommend? I've never been on one. Man, you about to get me started, Dina. You about to get me started. It just depends on what you like. It depends. Are you looking to party? You looking to turn up? Or are you looking to relax on some grown folks vibe? Are you looking to be with the old people? You know what I'm saying? Like, it just really depends on what you're looking for. But, you know, most people's first cruises are with Carnival. Now, Carnival, it just depends on what kind of vacationer you are. If you are somebody who likes to turn up, you know, I would recommend Carnival for sure, because you're gonna turn up, especially if it's your first cruise. I would definitely recommend them for people's first cruises. My family was on a cruise. Yeah. But you know, we like all-inclusive too. I'm looking to explore and have, yeah, I would definitely try Carnival for my first one. And try you like because you have no expectation, you dig? So try like a 3-4 day cruise to see if you like it. You know, they some nice little value cruises and everything like that. And then if you decide that you like it, then you can turn up a little bit, you know, start going longer, then you start jumping into the whole abyss of cruises, because it's an abyss for sure. And it can definitely turn into an addiction. 100%. Can I get 14 likes in here, please? It costs you nothing. But it turns into an addiction for sure. I can't wait to bring y'all these vlogs. Matter of fact, while I'm thinking about, I gotta pick a hotel tonight, because we spending the day in Miami. I'm thinking about, I don't know, we don't get into, like, our flight leave at 2 o'clock, so we probably won't get there till like 5. We actually used to flying in much later, because we usually don't fly in till like, our flights don't leave till like 9 o'clock. And then usually we don't get to Miami until like 11. And then we'll hit the hotel, we'll sleep, and then we'll be on the ship the next day. But this time we're getting in a little early, so we're gonna see what we can do. Maybe we can hit a movie or something like that, because I haven't been to them. There's so many movies that's out that I want to see. Like, I still haven't seen Ant-Man, still haven't seen Creed 3 yet. So maybe we can hit a movie and get some dinner while we out in Miami on Fort Lauderdale. Let's see.
In 2 miles, take exit 228 toward 10 Mile Road.
Yeah. Make sure y'all work hard though. But like I said, it's all about balance too as well. Like I went 30-something days, bro. I don't work 30-something days, and you know, since February, like since late January, February, grinding, bro. But it's gonna put me in a better position. I had to make that sacrifice, and that's what I'm saying. You gotta do what's necessary. And I got a financial guy coming on the platform pretty soon. I just gotta send him my dates on when I can do the interview, because you know he's busy, I'm busy. But I got a money guy named Coach Money, Money Coach Vince, and he be giving out some good game, man. And he was telling y'all the same thing, but like this is before I even discovered his content though. He was telling y'all the same thing. Well, he was telling people the same thing that I was telling cats. Like, man, when you got that 5 figures in the bank, you know what I'm saying, that $10,000, $15,000 in the bank, it alleviates so much stress off you. And people be like, well, that's not a lot of money. Look, man, when you got $10,000 in the bank just sitting there, you know what I'm saying, and you got it for savings, like at 10 to 15 grand in the bank, more and more, like, come on, bro. That's going to alleviate any type of emergency, most of them. You know what I'm saying? If you get injured, you probably got a year's worth of rent right there. You know
in a quarter mile, take exit 228 toward 10 Mile Road.
Or if your car break down, you can get it fixed quickly, or get another one. Or if you know what I'm saying, it's just, you good. Not saying it's gonna solve every problem, but it's a lot of people that don't
take
have
exit
$10,000
228
in the bank right now. You know what I'm saying? They say, I think they said, well, only 60% of Americans have $1,000 in their account right now.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto East 10 Mile Road.
Cushion? Yeah, I hustle hard. What's the other crew?
Turn right onto East 10 Mile Road.
Carnival. How you dissing Carnival already? You ain't even been. That's a shame. Carnival, y'all gotta step it up. Celebrity is our favorite though, but I would not do them for your first cruise. Heck, no. I would not do them for y'all. And I know y'all getting money out there and everything like that, but I wouldn't do them for your first cruise because your expectations gonna be too high. Because it might be a month where you ain't trying to pay that penny. You know, you want to just take a little value trip, and you might want to hop on a Carnival. And then as soon as you hop on Carnival, you would be like, man, this ain't it. I would not recommend Celebrity as your first cruise. That's why I'm not. My mama was like, I want to go on Celebrity. My mama ain't never been on a cruise, and I'm like, Ma, I am not taking.
Continue on East 10 Mile Road for 1.5 miles.
Your expectations gonna be way too high. It's gonna be way too high. So it's just, for her first one, we're gonna go right on this Carnival. She gonna have a good time. But I said, I'm not taking you on no. Bro, I get seasick. Man, look, I'm gonna tell you something. When you on those big ships like that, you don't even feel the ship moving. Sometimes you feel the ship moving, and you got some days where it's rocking. But take you a Dramamine, you got the patch, you got the bracelet. But I get it, it's not for everybody. And if you like the vacation, but you don't really wanna go on a ship like that, get y'all passport, take y'all butt down to Mexico, Cancun. They do let dogs on, I think, but they gotta be like a assistant dog, like a help dog. You know what I'm saying? Like for handicapped people. Yeah, but they do allow certain, but you gotta check the ship policy, because I don't know if it's like that with all ships, but I do know with Carnival, they do let dogs come on the ship. I see them all the time on the ship with people who need assistance. So, but I don't know the process about bringing a dog on and all that kind of stuff. I'ma stay away from it. Don't tell me you're gonna stay away from Mexico because of what happened with them people. Let me tell you something. If that's the reason, they was doing shady business down there, and they was in one of the most dangerous parts of Mexico. They was in one of the most that was at a level 4 part of Mexico. And let me tell you something. They was doing some shady business down there because the Mexican cartel, listen, me and my chick was riding with the guy who take you to and from the resort.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Jefferson Avenue.
The cartel protects this part of the island. They don't want no problems because that's where the money comes from, okay? If the money not coming in, then they don't eat. They protect the tourists. This was some BS that went wrong.
Take the next left onto Jefferson Avenue.
They were not tourists. They was going down there for some funny business. You dig what I'm saying? I'm gonna just leave it at that. But they was going down there for some funny business. But you stick with the tourist friendly parts. And you go with the excursions, like you go with the resort when they do the excursions and everything like that. You don't go, to me, I don't, that's why I don't do Airbnbs. That's why I don't do stuff that's away, that's too much away from the resort. Like when we stay in Cancun, we usually stay in Secrets. Now Secrets is in a hotel zone. The hotel zone got a crap load of hotels right there, and they got stuff for the tourists to do. Like you got the speed boats, you got a whole bunch of stuff right there. And you know, they'll set it up for you to do stuff like through the resort. The bread ain't listen, going to Mexico and all that is probably some of the safest stuff you can do. They are not trying to scare terrorists away. And then the cartel sent the terrorists back to America with a sorry letter. You dig? They sent the terrorists back. They like, look, they did that on their own.
In half a mile, turn left onto Bon Bray Street.
This how you know they about their paper. The heads of the cartel said, hey, we are sorry about what happened. They sent the letter. They sent their people and sent the letter. It's not funny, but it's not funny that those people died, but it makes you chuckle like how much of a business it is to them, because I was just like, yo, they probably was like, I know y'all didn't do that. And it's finna get blown up. We already, listen. They said, look, we sorry. That's on us. We sorry.
Take the next left onto Bon Bray Street, then turn left.
Y'all do what y'all need to do. But please keep coming to Mexico. Do you know what kind of press?
Take the next left, then you will arrive at your destination.
They are not, no. But like I said, it's not for, you know, I don't want you to be scared or nothing, but like I said, it's cheaper. It's definitely cheaper alternatives. Like
you have arrived.
Is one of the biggest finesses of all time I've learned. Like you got countries like Turkey, you got countries like Ghana. I mean, you get countries like Ghana and a whole bunch of other African countries where you can stay at 5-star luxury resorts for like $100, $150 a night. Miami, Houston, all them other places, finesse. But those are for the people who don't want to get their passport, who don't want to travel. So we're going to tax you. It's business. You know what I'm saying? We're going to squeeze out the most we can about you. Oh, you don't want to take that 16-hour flight to Turkey? Oh, you don't want to take that 16, 18-hour flight to Ghana? Yo, good, then come to Miami. Come to Miami, you know what I'm saying? You gonna pay $3,000 for a mediocre experience. I feel like Miami is so mediocre. It's not even, to me, it's not even. Well, you can go get a whole different luxury experience for way cheaper. You can go stay in Ghana for like $160 a night. I'm going. Now that's when it's time to pay first class, when you got them 16, 17, 18-hour flights. Now that's when it's time to pay a little extra money, or get the whole row. You feel me? Cause ain't no 3 people in no row when it's that many people. But yeah, I'm about to get to work. About to clock in, make this day. Let me go through some of the comments real quick before I get up in here. Let me go through some of the comments. Let me see. I keep telling you, brothers, you can clock 200K working 5 days a week as an RN. Forget the gender sigma of. Oh yeah. That's what you were talking about, Peter. That's what's up. Yeah, you're right. I am at the border working as an NP with all these illegal immigrants. Food and apartment paid plus 220K a year, 70% off, which is tax free. That's beautiful. Are you gonna? Okay, I read that one. I told my girlfriend about you, bro. A role model for the Black community, showing brothers that hard work pay off, and you're living under your means to achieve your girl. I appreciate you, Coop. Thank you so much. Which cruise? All right, I read that one. My family went on a cruise and stopped at different islands and ports and went back on the boat. I couldn't go because I was broke at the time. Now I'm making that nurse money. I can book. There you go, Dina. There you go. Make sure you take your trip every month too. Which other cruise besides Carnival is good? Okay, I did that. I hustle hard. Yeah, I do hustle hard. I'm gonna stay away from Mexico. Okay, all right. Let me see. All right, y'all. I'll try Cancun and stay away from the shady areas. I'm gonna have to do like a group trip, y'all. I'm gonna have to do like a group trip, put it together, get a travel agent thing, put it together, and just get a group trip. How all these other nurses be doing it, and just show y'all. You know, we're gonna call it the F that PTO series. You feel me? So, but anyway, I gotta get up out of here, and I'm gonna holler at y'all in a minute. Peace.